Gather round, get your snacks, get your drinks. We got some things to talk about. So it's been about 2 years and 2 months since Digimon Survive was first announced. And while at the time a date specifically wasn't given, the 2019 window was what they provided to us. If you guys have been subscribed to the channel for, a couple months, or you saw one of my Digimon videos just randomly, you've seen the arc that we've been on thus far, but it's time that I put my detective hat back on and take matters into my own hands. Nah, this isn't comfortable. It's time. There we go. During Anime Expo 2019, they had a panel called The Future of Digimon, and from that point on, they labeled the expected date to be 2020, indirectly delaying the game. Now, fast forward to 2020, 9 months in, not a single peep. What does that mean, or what could this mean? Let's figure it out. No. Chill. Stick to the script. No promises. Now, don't say that. Habumon, the game producer who oversees all the Digimon games, has been striving to please Digimon fans since the boom of the Cyber Sleuth series. September 2016, 2018. My birthday. Habumon says this: a new Digimon story is also in development with PlayStation 4 as its base, but development is going to take a bit of time. With things like current hardware specifications and support for a worldwide release, development on a single title has become extremely time-consuming. Then we would have a situation where there are no developments at all next year or the year after next. If too much time without content passes, most people will lose interest. So I'd like to continue releasing games with Digimon characters and keep a hold on our fans as to not let that happen. So yeah, we got Cyber Sleuth, which led to the boom and the triumphant return of the Digimon franchise from a game perspective, I would say, which led to Hacker's Memory being released, basically to align to what Habumon had said: keep us busy while the next generation of the story games was being created. And then in between those two games, they actually did give us a new world game, that being Next Order. While Next Order wasn't the best received, the fact that they had voice acting in it showed that they were trying to turn it up a notch. And then from this point on, out of nowhere came Digimon Survive announcement. So if we count that, Cyber Sleuth in 2015, Next Order in 2016, and then Hacker's Memory in 2017. Rapid fire. December 2017 is the first time we got any type of word about a new story game being in the works. And like I just mentioned, that was the year of Hacker's Memory. So the last kind of thing they had planned was released. Summer 2018 comes around, and all I'm looking for, should I say, is the next story game. And all of a sudden, Digimon Survive is announced. Bro, at that time, us Digimon fans were on a high. I'm telling you. Right? Hacker's Memory fixed every single problem that I had with Cyber Sleuth, while you guys also gave me last year a new world game. Things were going how Habumon had envisioned. So from this point on, I will begin adding some speculation into the mix, right? It's not all per se official, but what I'm going to be doing is presenting you the facts. And once you see these facts, you're going to understand that there is 100% something odd going on here. And whether that's a good or a bad odd, I don't know. So when we look at the two formats that we've been seeing for Digimon for a bit of time now, you're going to see that there's a little bit of unity going on here to an extent, right? Bandai Namco has obviously been the publishers for, I think, the whole time. And when it comes to development, the teams have been the same to an extent. So while Digimon Story started as Digimon World, Mediavision seems to be the studio who has picked up on what I'll call the next generation of Digimon Story. And that being Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, and the Complete Edition, because they did make some adjustments to that before releasing it on Switch. For the World Series, that one's been around for quite some time, but if you check the receipts, you'll see the most common studio to develop Digimon World is BB Studio. They began their journey with Digimon World 2, and it seems like they kind of only focused on the home consoles right? Because decoded and redigitized were handled by a different studio. But what you'll notice is coming back, right? It was 8 to 11 years, give or take, buffer period after they worked on Digimon World 4, and they still came back and worked on Digimon World Next Order. So, if we think about Digimon Survive, they have never done anything like this. It's a new venture. And if you look at the studios, BB Studio, Mediavision, both of them, based on all the games that they've developed in the past, they have never made anything like that as well. Habumon would like Survive to become one of the 3 pillars. Returning to that September 26th, 2018 article, Habumon continues. We're preparing this new title with an original world to be enjoyed by the fans that are constantly following Digimon, in addition to players who may not have gone near the series in a while, or who may not know of it at all to play and enjoy. I'm hoping that doing so allows us to embrace a wide range of fans and turn this game into a new core series. Don't forget that. I think that may be the key to this whole fiasco. I think it's safe to say keeping the same developers, as long as their initial product is good, in the long run will produce a better product. So with that, my guess is Habumon was like Witchcraft. I would like you guys to develop this game, and if possible, continue to develop any future games that will follow this format. So if we take a look at the studios, and what they've done, right, starting with Mediavision, they've actually worked on some big titles that you and I love, like Gravity Rush 2 and Valkyrie Chronicles. I think it was like 1 and 4, that's what I'm seeing here. And then if we pivot to BB Studio, they're in a similar boat, right? Some DS, some Vita titles, but majority home consoles like the PS1, 2, and 3. But regardless to say, based on what we're seeing here, BB Studio, Mediavision, both are experienced development studios, and that's on all platforms. So who's Witchcraft? Because I don't know, I've never heard of them. Looking at their resume, it's quite small. I don't know about you, but all I'm seeing is mobile devices and handheld devices that they've developed on so far. Let it be known that all these games that they have developed have never come to the US. Yes, it's all Japanese only games. Oh God. And what's interesting is through research, you actually find out that Witchcraft was founded by an Mediavision developer. Was Habumon trying to give them business or something? I don't know, but the problem with this is Digimon is quite the popular series. Wouldn't you say? Don't take it from me. This is what Habumon has to say. First, we're offering Digimon Survive as all new content. Digimon is of course not only popular through its initial virtual pet toy, the popularity of its characters expanded as the TV anime aired. If you include fans who got into the series from there, the series has quite a following from core fans to light fans. I mean, Survive, it's 2D. If thinking logically, I would have to assume that some type of development stress is alleviated moving from 3D to 2D, right? But we're talking about an international, planned worldwide release, multi-platform title. Was it the greatest idea? Giving it to Witchcraft? I don't know. Again, I'm not here to sit here and act like I'm some game dev guru. I don't really know much. I'm trying to learn, but I don't know much. But when I look at what Witchcraft has worked on themselves completely, they feel like a more underdeveloped studio. But who's to say? Who's to say? We aren't done though, right? The only information, because we have gotten some information about the development of Digimon Survive, is on some neutral, but most likely a negative side of things. Around the time the complete edition was announced, Habumon had this to say regarding Survive. The planned release date has been changed to 2020 because of a reorganization of our game development structure. Sorry to keep you waiting. Once again, I feel deeply the hardships of game development. We will continue to develop the game in order to make it a good product, so please look forward to it. While that term reorganization, yeah, could be a cover for a potentially more negative term, I'm not here to assume that, But if you do look into Witchcraft at all, you see on their website they have not said a single thing since 2018. There's been no post, no activity. And so at this point, I'm like, maybe I've done too much research. But like Habumon said, and we read at the beginning of this video, he's trying to have it so Digimon titles can be released at a very comfortable frequency, though as to not let up on the gas and have fans become uninterested, right? So by splitting up the 3 formats of the games to be developed by 3 separate studios, you can actually potentially accomplish that, and from there produce or release every year one of these games, or at the very least every other year, right? Kind of what they've already done. And so I think that is where the reorganization issue has occurred. Is Witchcraft struggling? Are they still even alive? All 2020 we have not heard a single thing about the game, except that it's not delayed till 2021. Yet it's September, the 9th month of 2020, and the PS5 comes out in November. COVID is a big contender in a sense of they already had some problems in like 2018. And you have 2020's COVID to come and just completely wreak havoc. But tell us, bro. Tell us. September of 2018, Habumon had said Digimon Survive was 30% complete. And I mean, like I said, I'm no game developer, far from it. But what I've been seeing, something like God of War, PS4, 2018, took 5 years. And I've seen anywhere from 3 to 5 as a base for game development. So if you're telling me, and that's including pre-production, before they even start doing any type of development, trying to figure stuff out. So you're telling me 2 years ago, you were at 30%. At the very least, we should have some form of communication, some release date at this point. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you agree? And I think overall, the biggest problem I have is the lack of communication. If you're gonna delay the game, just delay the game. Please, let us know so we can relax. Apart from PR rushing to tell us that the game's not delayed till 2021, we haven't heard anything else in this year, right? Habumon himself, who usually was tweeting to somewhat of a frequency, has not said anything basically all of 2020, right? He's just been retweeting people's art, fan art of Digimon. As I was making this video, I was reading some comments on the JAMSQUAD post, and people are like, day one, I'm getting this game. And I'm just thinking like, bruh, if only y'all knew. I mean, I'm out here in the future struggling, bro. But that's all I got, boys. I did my best. All we know is 2 months away from PS5 release. The game is still set magically for 2020. And I don't think it's canceled, but what could be happening? You know, what could be happening? So with that being said, that's all I got to say. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. What you guys think, you know, based off what I presented to you. If you have any thoughts, additional comments, maybe you got an inside scoop. Educate me, educate us. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe as we continue to try to figure out what's going on with Digimon Survive, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace. Y'all like my new camera? All right, bye.